out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run on first down. Bond. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Huntley. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Off the play fake, Huntley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the Bears' 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Huntley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley, short little throw to Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Ready? Right there. 54. Right there. 54 mark.
Now a give right side. Gibson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On third down, it's Gibson, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, Huntley. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Bears nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
37-yard line.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got it. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man covered.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
His kick is
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the run.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Bears 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
We never know just when it's our time. The legends are gone and we don't know why. So before they go, they can't go toast. Give them a rose, but they still alive.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. He'll have a first down past the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Watch the run.
On second and 12, Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Huntley to throw.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
His throw caught right around the 6. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
From the gun, Huntley. And he connects with Vance McDonald. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To throw, Huntley.
And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. A quick pass out to Juju. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Trubisky on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Butler making the catch. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Watch left. He's stopping.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
For another
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trubisky's pass intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. Oh, good return up past the 30. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Bears 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams...
Now Trubisky lost the football. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a give, right side. Bond. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. So there to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run the counter. Bond. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
38-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Trubisky going to try and run. They'll keep it on the ground. Bond, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Yeah, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game, 24-24. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Quick throw complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
To Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
His kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Steelers 31. Bears 24.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
First and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Ebron caught left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Jackson
15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. And a Steeler first down.
They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Steelers 31, Bears 24.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it. But the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Bond. Touchdown, Chicago! Touchdown. A big play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Steelers 38, Bears.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete. Eric E. The big tight end is intended target. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
To throw again. Huntley. That one caught by Gibson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Gibson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man completes it to Butler. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's another Bears first down.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's complete to Butler. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's taken
now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. That was a safety. Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week. in practice, usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
28. It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
Here's Trubisky.
At the Steelers.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. He's back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Today's final score, Steelers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Bears, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall.